we haven't talked about on this show probably the biggest TV event of the summer, which is Stranger Things.
Yeah, I finished it last night, so yeah, why not?
I mean, have you watched Stranger Things yet, Jamie?
I haven't, but I actually brought it up a couple of weeks before it aired because I heard great buzz on it and had a great trailer.
Well, it is a lot of fun. I mean, like, I usually, I it's something that I would normally would say wouldn't appeal to me. But there's real effort put into the characterizations and the writing and the making of the show. I do think that it leans heavily on nostalgia.
The nostalgia is, just watching it, watching it. I'm watching 4 episodes last night. The nostalgia factor is in overdrive. Totally.
It is. I mean, it's got a little bit of the Goonies. It's got a little bit of E.T., of course. A lot of E.T.
It's got a lot of E.T. Stand By Me. A lot of Stand By Me.
Stand By Me. It's got some John Carpenter in there. It's got some Alien in there. So it's really a show that's a compendium of references, and that would usually not work on me, but somehow they've been able to pull it together. And I don't want to go overboard in praising it because I think people have done that. I think they've said, it's the greatest thing ever. It's not the greatest thing ever.
Oh God,
in fact,
no.
In fact, I feel like it kind of falls down in its 8th episode, in the climactic episode. I think it's missing a little something. But at the same time, I'll tell you who's really great in it is the girl playing 11.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. We're talking about all this stuff from the 80s, but I got to be honest, episode 4 is a total homage to Let the Right One In.
Oh, yeah.
We have to talk about the modern influences. I like the show. And I don't know if it's worth all the hype. I do think it's overhyped beyond belief by, like, our generation, Dean. I think it is totally overhyped. But I do like it a lot. There's a lot of modern influence here, too. There are 2 movies in particular, Let the Right One In and Splice, the one with Adrian Brody.
Time.
And I see a lot of that in there in the early episodes. Now, it's not to say I think it's very well done. I don't know if they can carry this on to a second season, though. I really don't. I actually would be very happy if this was the only season.
I could easily see it in the second season not being able to, reheat the souffle, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But as it is, it'd be nice if they would just leave it alone. I wish that they had just made it eight episodes.
Yeah.
Because I'm just. I hate the feeling of being strung along, in a way. But for me, it's Millie Bobby Brown is her name that plays 11, and I think hers is the best performance in the show because she really just has to act with her eyes and her body, really.
Right, absolutely.
And she becomes the most compelling presence in the show because of that. But all the kids are really good in it, and that's a plus.
Oh yeah, no,
I never thought I'd hear you say all the kids are good in this.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, but I find them all to be really well cast and well played. They're the reason the show works.
Yeah,
I think.
There's some Joe Dante in here too, Explorers, and there's a lot of Joe Dante in there. I just say that because he was interviewed by Glenn Kenny in the New York Times last week for a retrospective they're doing up in New York of Joe Dante's work. So there's a lot of Joe Dante in this too. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Not mention him when talking about this. This is
and one of its, I do have to pay lip service to one of its most popular elements, which is its score.
Yeah.
It's got probably, in movies or television, probably the best score of the year by Kyle Dixon and Michael Stein, who really perfectly, bring up that sort of John Carpenter kind of feel, and even more than that, like an 80s. It's like an 80s synthesizer score. That obviously pays homage to Carpenter, but also other things, like even things like Dave Grusin and stuff like that. So, so a really terrific score. Really keeps things humming along in it, and it just good.
I was waiting for that Dave Grusin throwback.
Yeah.